star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
And that was Skylar Cole singing the national anthem. A fantastic rendition.
What you know about rolling down in the deep? When your brain goes numb, you can call that mental freeze. When these people talk too much, put that in slow motion. Yeah, I feel like an astronaut in the ocean. Ay, what you know about rolling down in the deep? When your brain goes numb, you can call that mental freeze. When these people talk too much, put that in slow motion. Yeah, I feel like an astronaut in the ocean. What you know about rolling?
Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports and another exciting edition of NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Brent Berry. From the sideline, we'll have David Aldridge. We'll be hearing from him in just a moment. DA, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Center Rob Williams is a big reason the Celtics have become so tough to score on. Jason Tatum says Rob can guard anybody. You always know you got protection behind you if you get beat. He has the potential to win Defensive Player of the Year one of these days. I think that's in his future. So the Time Lord is biding his time, Kevin.
David, thanks. And Greg, something to keep an eye on in this one, the big man. Both these teams have talented front courts.
You're exactly right. Both rely on their bigs, and the winner of the game is probably going to be the team that wins that front court matchup.
So let's take a look at the Boston Celtics starting lineup. The post tandem, it's Horford and Williams. White is out there with the Cobra, and it's Tatum in at the small forward. And for New Orleans, up front it's Williamson at the 4, and Valanciunas at the 5. Running on the wing, they'll have Jones and Ingram, and it's McCollum in at the 1. The Cobra passes to Tatum. Here's the Cobra. Lets the 3 fly. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. The Cobra's got the first bucket of the game with the 3 for Boston. And so it's McCollum with it. He brings it up for the Pelicans. It's a 3-point game. Valanciunas dishes to Ingram. Over Tatum. Here's Valanciunas. He can't get it to go. White the pass to the goal. Can't hit from 12. Tatum against Ingram. And Jones slams it home.
Brandon Ingram at that size, able to survey the entire floor and make a play.
Here's the Cobra. He is guarded by McCollum. It's stolen by Jones. Pass to McCollum. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Lots of ways that CJ can burn you right there. Super effective on the inside.
Horford with the screen on McCollum. Floats it up for Horford.
Oh, just a picture-perfect alley-oop. You gotta love that one, Kevin.
A little surprise, Greg. He didn't go for the big slam, but it works just the same. And that outstanding drive and finish brought to you by Mobile One.
It's all about the ability to get 2 feet in the paint, whether it's creating for a teammate or for yourself.
And first time out of the game called for New Orleans. New Orleans making a switch here. Alvarado's checked in. For New Orleans, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today.
I think people underestimated the Pelicans last year. They had such a tough start to the season, but still were able to make it to the playoffs.
Williamson, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one on Horford. Unfortunately, the Pelicans did make a first-round exit in the postseason game.
In a series they took to 6 games, but yeah, it couldn't put together that deep run. Maybe this year things will be different.
Now here's Tatum. And we know he can score. He's averaging around 21.5 points a game.
Nice work by Tatum. A better three-point shooter than many scouts thought he might be.
And here is Ingram. After Jason Tatum getting his shot to go from deep. Williamson with it. Outguarded by Tatum. And finished off by Williamson.
Yeah, so fun to watch him get fancy on any finish. Zion again to the rack.
And that last look brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam King. Now here's Tatum to the middle. The kick out to Williams. Tatum looking around. Off the mark, his first miss of the game, 1 for 2. Williamson against White. Doesn't go that time. And it's Boston the other way. Here's the Cobra. Finished off the break. The Cobra's got 5.
Such a solid and unique big man in today's game. Horford's passing skills and ability to find the open teammate is very special.
Now here's Williamson. He's always able to provide big production, averaging 22 points a game. And it's time for an injury report. Let's check in with David Aldridge for an injury update on C.J. McCollum. David?
Hey, Kevin, I chatted briefly with the head athletic trainer for the Pelicans. Guys, he says it's just a bruised shoulder. Good news, because at first I feared it was much worse. Well, this is definitely unlucky, and especially right at the start of the season. The adjustments will be plentiful going forward. Kevin?
All right, David, thanks. Well, guys, certainly not the news his fans were hoping for.
And not at all. I mean, it sounds like he's got a long road ahead of him in terms of his recovery.
Yeah, and this makes it particularly rough for this team. Other teammates now are going to have to step up, and it seems like it's going to be an extended period of time, so not easy to do.
Now here's Ingram. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Shot clock at 6. Over Tatum. And it's Ingram missing. Last game for Boston, they picked up the W against the Hawks in Atlanta. Here's Horford. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist.
Unselfish play by Tatum, getting it to a shooter in rhythm instead of chasing his own shot.
And here's Jones. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. Releases from 15. Ingram up top, guarded by Tatum. And the rejection by Tatum. Knocks it loose. Pass to the Cobra. Steps back and shoots. And it's off the back rim. No good. Pelicans trail by 3. For 3, Ingram. Ingram can't get that one to fall.
Yeah, one player sometimes can drag down your offense, and he seems to be an anchor here in this quarter.
Here's Alvarado. Rebounded by the Celtics. Here's the Cobra. Knocks down the 3 ball. The Cobra's got 8 points.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. On defense, the Celtics. 6-point lead. Ingram outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Williamson in the post. Guarded by Horford. And that one's good. Williamson.
You just love it when you can pick up those extra possessions, and Zion's the guy you want doing it.
Ingram against Tatum. A pass to the coach. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
His shooting has been a little bit below par. You think about what this lead would look like if he was on.
And the foul called on the Gilbert. That is his first foul of the game. New Orleans making. And so it's Williamson who brings up the ball for New Orleans. 2022 is an anxious year for Zion Williamson fans, waiting for his return.
It's just not easy when your superstar gets hurt, and because you want them back as soon as possible, but you also don't want to rush the healing process. And fans really had to be patient, waiting for Zion to come back. He's got a big year ahead of him.
Ingram in the front court with Williamson. Then there's Jonas Valanciunas. Then there's C.J. McCollum. And it's Alvarado in at the shooting guard position. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. The kick out to Tatum. Shoots the three. It's good. Great play by Williams to set it up. Tatum's got the opening field goal of the second quarter for Boston. And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle stats for the Celtics.
I love the defensive concentration so far in this one. They're getting out on shooters and really doing a great job of disrupting the rhythm.
I wonder if pace and playing fast is something that you're being encouraged to do, because right now they feel like the faster team.
That bucket in no time at all. Ingram's got the game tied up here for the Pelicans.
I'd like to see that as Ingram hits a shot from the mid-range. It's going to open some things up.
It to the goal. For three.
Come on. Get down.
Williams can't hit.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
McCollum outside. Six on the shot clock. Valanciunas with a screen on Brogdon. And here's McCollum for three. Here's Valanciunas. Banked in off the ball. And the Pelicans lead by 2.
You know, big guys like Valanciunas have spent a lot of time in this league understanding where the ball is going to come off of that rim on a miss. He was in great position that time. Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
Ingram passes to McCollum. And Tatum pulls it down. Tatum's got 6 rebounds in the game. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle sticks for the Pelicans?
I mean, they've come out aggressive defensively, getting into them and coming up with some cookies along the way.
They've done a great job tonight of getting out in transition, so that focus on fast break adds to your total in a hurry.
Now here's McCollum. He's got 7. Again, McCollum missing.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
And he gets the bucket. The Cobra's got 4 this quarter.
Well, he's 1 for 5 in the quarter, and his body language is saying a lot about where his confidence is. Rattled just a little bit. Maybe the next open look will start him up.
Now, here's Valanciunas. The scoring numbers have been solid for him. He's averaging just under 14 points a game. Kicks it out to McCollum. And the Pelicans miss again.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
Well, he's missing, and it's starting to affect a little bit in his body language, and you just don't want to see that.
Man, and Tatum gets up on these alley-oops, has a great grasp of when to attack and exploit the opponent.
Here's the Cobra. He's guarded by McCollum. And here's Tatum for three. C.J. McCollum with the rebound. For New Orleans, their last game, a loss to the Bulls. Here's Alvarado. The rebound by Brogdon. Boston leading by 4. And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Last season, we know the Pelicans made that trade to bring in C.J. McCollum. He says, I think it's a match made in heaven. I'm happy to be here. The cool part is that I haven't had to make any real adjustments. The way I play is the right way. Kevin, back to you.
Well, and he's completely changing teams mid-season. Tough thing to do, but he is a veteran that can certainly handle it. Ball in his hands, good things usually happen. Hey, David, thank you for that story.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor. So explosive around the basket. Williams, when the pass is on target, expect him to finish with the rim wrapper.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. Pelicans trail by 9. Pass to Valanciunas. Inside, Alvarado. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
That is all timing right there. Just led him perfectly.
And Greg, up and down this Celtics roster, so many of their key players were drafted by the Boston Celtics.
And Tatum and Brown at the core, but also credit to their front office. Rare to find a powerhouse built from homegrown talent.
A three-pointer, no good. Here are the Celtics with the ball. They're on a 14-6 run. Here's the Cobra, and then jammed down as he goes right over Zion Williamson.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in, build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. Now here's Williamson. He has 7, and a wide-open look for McCollum. No good on the triple.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Hernan Gomez is checked in for Zion Williamson. The Pelicans trail. Here's Alvarado. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. Pass to Ingram. Over Tatum. And the Pelicans miss again. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. Only giving up 6 here in this quarter.
And Tatum is all about doing what's best for the team. Superb as a ball mover in terms of finding his teammates.
Now here's McCollum. And we know he can score. He's averaging around 21.5 points a game. Tatum against Ingram. Just 5 on the clock. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. They get the rebound. Basket counts. Valanciunas has got 6 points.
And he's pretty relentless inside. Valanciunas gets after it down low. It might not always look pretty, but he makes the most of his chances in the paint.
Hands it from downtown.
Bottom line, you need shooters on your team who can space the floor.
Oh, there's no doubt he's a legitimate threat from downtown, and he's demonstrating that in this game.
And it's Ingram missing. Celtics leading by 12. Brogdon outside. Outside, Horford. Tatum finds Horford. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Horford's got his 3rd basket of the night.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Here's Alvarado. Hernan Gomez with the ball. And it's Horford picking him up. McCollum feeling it out a bit. Latrey, it's good from long range. He's got 10.
CJ saying, not so fast. I'm not letting you get away from us tonight. There's the return payback 3.
Here's the Cobra. Rebounded by Valanciunas. Valanciunas has got his 6th rebound on the night. Ingram against Tatum. Great D that time from Tatum.
Just cannot get anything to go. If there's going to be a way to get out of this hole, I don't think he'll be the one to do it. Flat out taking the game over, and there's no way he's going to give it up.
The pass to Alvarado. And he converts the layup. Alvarado's got his second bucket of the game to go.
I know CJ plays the two-guard position alongside Lillard, but he does have point guard vision, and that's a great find.
And now the first timeout called here for Boston. Teams changing it up here. And so that brings the first half to a close. Celtics lead by 9. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, guys. Here with Jason Tatum. You have been rolling early. How did you get in that rhythm?
Just staying aggressive. Just continue to get in the gym and see some go in. It feels good to see him go in early. And it felt good to have us have a good start. Hopefully we keep it up.
Yeah, it was flowing great in that first half, Jay. Thanks very much. Back to you guys.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back to the second half of basketball right after this.
Welcome, everybody. The story tonight has been a solid showing through the first half for the Boston Celtics.
You know what's interesting about their perimeter game?
No, tell me.
Well, the defense has adjusted. But those shooters, they only need a little bit of room to operate.
And hard to stop them once they get into their rhythm. All right, now I think we should check out the Rookie of the Year race.
Hard not to love what you've seen from Paolo Banchero. Versatile offensive threat. He has good agility and handles for his size.
And as his confidence continues to grow, he becomes more dangerous. And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the second half.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. We're seeing a tremendous game here from the Cobra.
Well, through the first two, he has been nothing short of a marksman from deep.
Yeah, you would hope the defense at least would start to consider creeping up on him just a little bit.
On the court for the Celtics. Up at the forward spot, it's Tatum and Horford. The Cobra out there with Derek White. And it's Williams at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So it's Boston now. Brandon Ingram missing his last shot. The Cobra passes to Tatum. Here's the Cobra. White down low. He's guarded by McCollum. Good on the three-point shot. And now it's 27 points for the Cobra. Greg, we know from time to time things get pretty chippy out there. What kind of things would get under your skin when you played in the NBA?
Oh, you know, guys tended to talk a little trash, and that could rattle you. That could bother you at times. But you really just try to maintain your focus and keeping your eye on the prize.
Now here's White. Zion Williamson unable to get his last shot to go. Passes it to the Cobra. Takes a three. Pelicans with the rebound. Valanciunas has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Ingram passes to Williamson. Back to Ingram. And slam dunk by Ingram.
The awareness and the natural playmaking ability starting to show up in Zion's play.
And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Find the lanes. Find the lanes. One shot.
And Jason Tatum seems, GA, like he's on the verge of being a superstar in the league.
And Kevin, some would say he is already there. It feels like he's going to win an MVP in the next 5 years. He's already shown he can lead a team to the final.
And Valanciunas just needs a little bit of airspace. He's so big, easy for him to get to the rim.
Williams, a screen on McCollum. Floats it up for Williams. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. And the foul called on the Cobra. And that'll be his third foul so far. Two minutes into the second half of play now. Williamson dishes to Ingram.
You can tell that Horford really helps in altering the shot by sliding over. His presence alone adjusting that one.
And so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
Sinks the triple.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
Pass to Valanciunas. Now here's Jones. Valanciunas with a screen on White. Jones kicks to Valanciunas. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. Valanciunas has got 4 points now in the quarter. Celtics leading by 14. Here's the Cobra. The rebound by Brandon Ingram. And so it's Ingram who brings up the ball for New Orleans. White against Jones. Pass to McCollum. Floats one up. And the rejection by Tatum. The Pelicans making a switch here. Alvarado's checked in. Celtics also with a sub. Ogden's checked in. Williamson finds McCollum. 5 on the clock. From about 16, and he knocks down the jumper. McCollum's got 20 points.
Well, CJ operating like a surgeon out there tonight.
There's the triple. That one doesn't drop. And New Orleans will go the other way with it. Down low, Williamson. And he goes big with the dunk right over Al Horford.
And Kevin, even though they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular, and he did.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it. Nice job capturing the moments on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam.
Always impressive when a smaller player has a nose for the ball and rises up amongst the taller ones to grab rebounds.
Now here's McCollum. 20 points for him. Another one falls for New Orleans.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Celtics leading by 8. Floats it up for Williams. And the slam by Williams.
And he pulls off the Houdini to make that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop. And the foul called on the Cobra. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
And that's his 4th, and no doubt he would have liked to have not gotten it this soon.
And that rejection had some mustard on it. Huge, huge play.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
Here's Alvarado. Back to McCollum. Just 4 to shoot. For 3, Ingram.
And really, after that strong first half, he has been in quite the tailspin. It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Down the stretch, he's been flat out awesome. He helped them get the lead, and now he's making sure they keep it.
To the inside, and stolen by Williams.
You have got to be kidding.
Hey, talk about taking things into your own hands. Here's Ingram. With an average of around 19.5 points a game, his scoring has been a constant for them. Now, here's Valanciunas. And the basket by Alvarado. Alvarado's got 6.
No issues on that one. Good work all around.
To the paint. Tatum passes to the Cobra. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Tatum's got his 6th assist on the night.
Pretty easy right now. Clear out, give him some space, let him get to work. Well, there's been some interesting moves in the Bayou, and this team has set up a roster that I think has some great potential. There's a lot of talent, a lot of interesting players that are on this roster, and I'm excited for their future.
Celtics leading by 14. Here's the Cobra. Misses off the right eye. For New Orleans, they've gone 7 of 13 in the third quarter so far, just above 50%. Valanciunas with a screen on Brogdon. McCollum dishes to Valanciunas. Brogdon with it. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And here's Tatum for 3. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots. You definitely saw New Orleans making calculated moves, Brent, in the draft.
Yeah, there's some perfect fits alongside what a healthy Zion Williamson will bring to the court. And so if he's in there making that impact, there's a lot of complementary skill sets on this roster that will elevate them to being much more competitive sooner than you think.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Boston.
Their accuracy in this one has just been on another level. I mean, the 3.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over.
And as things present themselves throughout a game, teams have to adapt on the fly.
And timeouts are a wonderful opportunity to just settle in and recollect the thoughts of your entire team. Not just the guys playing, but the entire team.
And now we present our New Balance player of the game, the Cobra.
And it's been a ridiculous performance in the best sense possible. I mean, everything about his game has been working. And no matter what they've thrown at him, he's had the answer.
He got an extra boost from the grief these fans were giving him here tonight. They were riding him hard all night, and he ate it up. Some guys just like being the villain, I guess. The forwards for him are a pair of Blue Devils, Ingram and Williamson. McCollum and Jones are their guards. And it's Valanciunas in at the center position. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. McCollum against Williams. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Williams. McCollum outside. Looking for Ingram. He gets it in there. Over Tatum.
And you love how Tatum uses that long wingspan to really distract shooters. Great job contesting without fouling on that one. Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
Now here's McCollum. He's guarded close. It's Ingram on the wing. Clock at 6. From outside the arc. And they'll get another chance. Valanciunas, good.
And how about the purpose with which he's crashing the backboards right now? Some hard-earned second chance points.
Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. Pulls it up. It's rebounded by New Orleans. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And he lays it straight in. The Cobra's got 40 points.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, and the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
And you've got to be more careful in that situation. That's his 5th foul, and now he's walking a fine line.
Boston on D, a 21-point lead, the biggest in the game. And it's Jason Tatum with the foul. That's his first foul. And it seems the play-in tournament is here to stay, Brent. Has it worked out as well as you expected?
I think it's been great, Kevin. One of the things that could be adjusted, though, is maybe if you're the 8th seed and you have a 10-game lead on the 10th seed, there should be no reason why they should be competing in the postseason tournament. So maybe they do something with regards to the records as to whether or not a team qualifies. But the way it stands now, it's created the kind of drama and competition that the league has craved.
Nice shot by the Cobra.
Well, he should be playing this game with an apron on because he's cooking right now.
Now here's Williamson. Defense is right there. Valanciunas with the ball. Williams picks him up. McCollum passes to Valanciunas. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. McCollum's got 5 assists in the game. And just about 3 minutes through the 4th quarter here.
Haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
For New Orleans, they've gone just 33% from the field in the 4th quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. And the basket by McCollum.
Not bothered by getting hit on that play, probably because CJ is capable in the air to make an adjustment.
Tatum against Ingram. Tatum kicks to White. And again, Boston with the triple.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
It's McCollum on the wing. The leadership of the NBA Players Association, Greg, has said they support expansion. And 2 cities which seem to be the leading candidates, Seattle and Las Vegas. What do you think?
Yeah, well, I love both. Had the good fortune of playing in both cities, and I'd love to see a team in my hometown. But bottom line, more teams means more jobs, and that's a sentiment I think most can get behind.
Ingram outside from past the arc. They get it again and stay with the play. Valanciunas.
Disappointing as a player to have such a great game and still be trailing. Not over yet, though.
Now the pass to the Cobra. Off target from 3-point range. The Pelicans have gone 4 of 10 here in the final period. Not the time to go cold. Williamson finds Jones. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one on Horford.
And there had been so much talk about Zion wanting out of New Orleans. That was all put to rest this past summer. Zion signing a loaded extension to keep him with the Pelicans for the next handful of years.
The first free throw is good.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
A big group substitution here for New Orleans. Hayes, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Marshall comes in for Brandon Ingram. Daniels, he's checked in for Herbert Jones. And Josh Richardson subbed in for C.J. McCollum. The Celtics also changing it up. Luke Cornett, he's checked in for Robert Williams. And Mike Muscala subbed in for Al Horford. And so he hits both. The NBA announced its 75th anniversary team last year, Brent, with a lot of fanfare attached to it. What'd you think of the list?
I thought the list was pretty good. You can always argue a few guys should have been on it, and it's probably a tough pill to swallow for current guys who have had tremendous careers to this point, guys who have played 8 or 9 years that didn't maybe make this particular list. I'll tell you this, Kevin, in 25 years, there'll be another list.
Out of bounds, New Orleans will take possession.
That's just poor communication between those two. The passer has to make sure his teammate is established, and the teammate has to know the pass is coming. See, that's communication.
Looking who's out there now for the Pelicans. Murphy's checked in, and Jones subbed in for Daniels. Williams, he's checked in for Boston. Horford comes in for Muscala. Hayes, no good.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Pelicans trail by 21. Jones with it, and it's Horford picking him up. And the dunk by Williamson.
And all of a sudden, things finally coming together for them. The deficit's still large, but now not insurmountable.
Well, the run simply has given them a chance. Great work on both ends. They've got to now ratchet up a notch.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
Team foul. Shooting for Boston, number 46. Taking 2 shots.
Shoot 2. And he makes the first. And a couple years ago, the NBA played with a 72-game schedule. Think the NBA will ever shorten the number of games long-term and go back to that number?
I don't know, Kevin, but this idea of the mid-season tournament seems to be gaining more and more traction, and there's a lot more interest in what it would do to the competitiveness of the middle part of the season. And I think we're all for something like that, where something's on the line and we see guys elevated in that element.
And the basket by Murphy.
And it's getting late, guys, but all of a sudden they have hope, when just a little while ago it looked like hope was lost.
Tatum passes to the Cobra. Here's the 3, and it's Jason Tatum with a 3. Tatum's got 21 in the game.
I don't know. I'm getting the feeling as this game moves on, he's getting stronger.
Passes it to Hayes. Down low. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
The Cobra passes to Tatum. Here's Williams, and it's denied. Williamson in the post. Wide up. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Love Zion's grit and determination. Nothing about his NBA story has been easy to this point, but he hasn't let that stop him from trying to get out here and continuing to dominate.
First free throw is good. Hernan Gomez is checked in for New Orleans. And both free throws good for Williamson. Brett, we've seen star players continue to angle their way onto what some would call super teams. Is that good or bad for the league?
I think at some point that's going to probably play itself out. I mean, every organization, Kevin, quite frankly, is looking for the best talent they can. So if you could pile up 3, 4, 5, you're going to do it. But at some point financially, it just doesn't make sense. So I think there's going to be a time when you're going to see that dissipate a little bit as teams put themselves together.
Now McCollum.
Celtics, number 36. 6 personal foul. 15 foul.
And the way C.J. McCollum-Gray can get his shot up while moving, that's a big part of his game, isn't it?
Yeah, very few players can shoot as well as McCollum on the run. Applies for his
Substitution on the court.
Off the inbound pass. And it's Williamson with the rebound. Williamson's got 8 rebounds in this game. Inside. That's in, and the Celtic lead is cut to just 9 on the basket from Ingram.
Well, when he gets around there, because he's so long and so quick off the floor, Brandon Ingram tough to stop.
Here's the Cobra. He's covered by Ingram. Ingram comes with the double team. Here's Brogdon. And it's Ingram with the rebound. Ingram's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Williamson, and the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And how much strength is on display right there from Zion Williamson.
And some changes here for the Celtics. Al Horford is checked in for Gallinari. Tatum comes in for Malcolm Brogdon. And Derek White subbed in for Marcus Smart.
One shot.
Free throw, no good for Williamson. Celtics leading by 7. To the inside. Again, what an avalanche! That gives him 51.
Making it look easy. And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off. And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. 1:19 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Baseline J on the way, and the jumper is on the mark. McCollum's got 14 points here in the second half.
Well, you give CJ that kind of shot, and he's going to knock it down. He'll exploit the defense all night long.
The Cobras shot is off.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
And they hit it back. And here's McCollum for 3. Money! And now they trail by just 4.
Well, fearlessness by McCollum there, willing to take those big shots in the game's biggest moments.
Pass to the Cobra. So they foul intentionally.
McCollum. Second personal foul. 14 foul.
44 seconds left to play in the final quarter. This ball movement by Boston. And now we've got the intentional foul. He drops the first one, and that puts them up by 5.
You know, he just plays with such tenacity on both ends. Williams is a rising talent who wants to prove he belongs.
And he is unable to get the second one.
And not as productive a trip as you would like, but they're still in a pretty comfortable position.
McCollum with the ball, and it's Horford picking him up. McCollum no good, and that's an intentional foul. Good on the first, and that increases their lead to 6.
Now Horford has been in the league a long time and has had several stops. He's seen a lot of success. Everywhere he's gone, he's been a productive big man. Yeah, the lead getting safer and safer as these free throws from the stripe go in.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. They trail by 7. We've got 28 seconds left in the game. We've got 28 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. They're down by 7. We've got 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter. We've got 28 seconds left to play here in the fourth. The 3 from McCollum. Rebound by Williams. Fires from deep. Good on the triple. The Cobras got 54 points.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, when you step into an opposing team's arena and you can play with this type of composure, boy, that food tastes good on the way out of town.
And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, gee, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Danilo, transition, big for your team. I assume that was a big focus tonight.
Yes, we want to run, and that's what we have to do every time. So that's what we did, and we played a great game.
Gallo, thanks very much. Congrats again. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up. For Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew. We'll see you later.
Hey, yeah, told him up. Birdman, clips, N.O., what you smell, money smell. Come on, Lil, handle your business for me, boy.
What happened to that boy?
Yeah.
What happened to that boy? What happened to that boy? He